Hey there! So, today I wanted to work a little bit on a few topics, so flexibility, mobility, strength, and for this I chose one very specific movement that we do today, which is wonderful because you can use it for all different types of sports as well, and you can very easily include it into your daily sports routine. So I will go really slowly through all the different variations, and then I show you how to apply it with a little bit more of a tempo. So just get into a comfortable seat. And what I always like to do first is to check in a little bit, because it's not good if you hurt yourself. So here, just start sitting and breathe. So here you can lean a little bit from side to side. That's a really nice way to check in. So for this you don't need anything specific. If you have a good mat, that's nice. If you don't, you can always use it on the floor. I will do a separate video on how to save the knees if you don't have a good cushion or a mat for your knees. And then just lean a little bit from side to side here. Checking into your body. And from here, so I'm going to take off my socks because we will use our feet to move. And sometimes if you wear socks, it makes it a little bit slippery. So then just lean over into the side, swing your legs around, and make your way onto all fours. So what we will do today is a low lunge and move around in the low lunge in different variations. So once you're on all fours, just sway a little bit from side to side, checking into your body. See how does it feel like. Maybe you hold on to some tension that you don't need. And then use this motion. So you're leaning from side to side. So you lean over onto your right side, so you have space to take your left hand out. Create space and bring the right foot forward and lean into your hips here. So this is a really soft and easy variation of a low lunge, a hip opener. Here you can also play around, maybe placing a hand on the other outside of your leg too, so you have your hands on both sides. Maybe doing some small turns and twists here. And then the same way that you came first, lean over to your right hand so you can easily bring your left hand outwards and create space to bring the foot back. Same thing on the other side. So first, create space to bring your right hand outwards, to then give you even more space to bring your left leg forward and leaning into your hips here. Again here, this is a really soft and easy version. So basically what you learn here is to, first of all, relax. You have a stretch, so you get more flexible here, but at the same time you do this with softness. So you check in, see, okay, am I holding on to any extra tension here? So you get a feel into your hips. And what I like here is to explore a bit. So this doesn't mean that you just uselessly have to sway from side to side here just to do the swaying, but more, okay, feeling. If I lean here and I just relax and exhale. And at some point you feel like you had enough of this stretch and you want to go to a different place. And then you lean over into another place. What is nice here also is you use your weight distribution, so you lean from one side into the other, which allows you to actually be more soft and more relaxed, and you learn a lot about your body. So this weight distribution thing is a really good thing to remember. And what is nice here is you can explore a bit, maybe bringing the knee outwards a bit and opening up here. Super. And then the same way that we came, first create space, bringing your hand outwards, and then you can bring your foot back. Very easy. So next one here, from here, tug on your toes behind you, inhale, lift your hips up, and make your way into your down dog. So here, what is really important is to be movable in your down dog. So you don't want to have your legs straight and engaged, because if they're straight, literally they're blocked. Like you cannot do anything here. It's like you have two sticks as a lower part of your body. So just keep them bent, so your knees bent and soft. And if you have them bent and soft, it's easy to introduce some swaying. So the same thing that we did just before, where you sway a bit from side to side to distribute your weight a little bit and get some space and some movement in. Because if you don't have the space, it's really hard to do anything because you block yourself again. So here, if you allow some movement in, you can create space, you can feel around here, see, maybe you find something nice on the way, something that feels good. And then roll yourself into a plank. And from here, make your way back into your down dog. So take a big inhale, bring your right leg high up. If you like, you can open up your hip here. And exhale, step your foot forward and place your back knee down on the ground. So now we're in the same place that we were before. So you can arrive here, take some time. If you like, you can turn into your sides too. And here now to move again back, tug in the toes behind you, lift your knee off the ground. And here, before you go anywhere, see that you're movable, so that you're flexible, that you're at ease, that you can easily shift your body from one point to another. And then create space and bring the foot back high up just where it came from. And place your foot back down. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, bring your left leg high up. Can open up your hip here, feel around. And then place your foot forward. Bring your back knee down off the on the ground and just arrive here. So, again, we're here. You can soften, you can relax, you can feel around. And this can look very different. So you can open up. Maybe you'll find something nice here. All right, so now to go back, tug in the toes behind you, lift your knee off the ground, and again here first, see that you're movable. So you can come down, you can come up, you can go sideways or forward, and then create space, bring the foot back high up, and softly bring it back down to the ground. So now again, you lean over left, create space, bring the right leg high up, and exhale, step it forward. And again, inhale, bring it high up. And again, exhale, step it forward. And now again, put some focus onto what your body does. So, for example, you lean into your side, create space, bring the foot back high up. And again, lean into your side, create space, step the foot forward. And then keep on putting focus on what you actually do. So bringing the foot back high up, you inhale, and exhale, you step your foot forward. And again, what do you actually do? So you create space, bring the foot up. Which muscles do you use? And step the foot forward again. So now just arrive here. Bring your knee back down to the ground and soften. Now if you put attention to what muscles you use, this is really a wonderful thing because there's so much you can find here. So basically, if we do this again, you lean into your sides, you see that you actually, once you distribute the weight, you use your whole side, your whole body. So use the side muscles of your torso to bring it up, but also your arm, you use your leg, your hips, bring it high up, and step it down. Now we do the other side, so we're not lopsided. Inhale, bring your left leg high up. And exhale, step it forward, and again, put some focus onto what you actually do. So you create space to bring the foot up. And exhale, again, forward. And again, create some space to bring the foot up. And again, forward. So again, one more time. Bring it high up. And again, put some attention to which muscles do you actually use. Is there something you can relax, you can let go of, that you don't need on the way, or something where you can change your shape maybe a little bit? So you use other muscles. So this is a really nice way, so just step your foot forward, bring your back knee down on the ground. So this is a really nice way to explore in your body, because what you use flexibility, as we saw. You bring your leg high up, you bring it forward, and then here you have the possibility to explore. So it's flexibility, you are mobile, so you really use this whole range of motion. What else you do? You use weight distribution, so you're moving smart. So it means that you go out of your own way, you use your whole body to do the movement. And with this, actually, if you put attention to which muscles you use, your palette of what you can do becomes much, much bigger, because it's not just the muscles to do the linear type of motion, but you use your whole body. And this is where it's a lot of fun, because you can do so much more. So again, if you tuck in the toes behind you, lift your knee off the ground here, create space to bring the foot back, just bring it high up, and then play around here. So once you're here, if you wanted to walk your hands towards your feet, what do? You create space, so your hands don't have so much weight, and then you can walk them closer. And again, you can walk them forward. Again, what muscles do you use? What can you change here? So, again, walk them up and just keep your foot high up. And then walk them forward. Come back into your plank here. Slowly bring your knees down and just let go of your hips here, open up. And now the other side. So tuck in your toes, bring your hips up and lift your right leg high up. And again, walk your hands towards your feet. So which muscles do you use? Put some attention into your body, into your muscles, weight distribution, and slowly bring your knees down and open up here. And again, tuck in your toes, lift your right leg off the ground. So you're in your plank, lifting your right leg off the ground, and then walk your hands towards your feet while your right leg is going up. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's actually not that complicated. And walk yourself back into a plank. And one more time, having your foot up, walk your hands towards your feet, and then walk them back out into a plank. Bring your foot down to the ground, knees follow, just open up here. And then walk your hands back and just sit back. So now, if you want to do this more often, which is super cool, you can easily integrate this. And this, what is nice here, is something, for example, if you go surfing or do any other type of activity, this is super good because it's a whole body exercise. It's actually really simple because you just come into a plank, come into a down dog, bring your foot forward and bring it back. So it's not that hard to remember, but if you put a lot of focus in what do you use, what do you move, how you move, and what are all the places that you can find, it becomes really, really versatile. And yeah, just in general, it's a very good exercise. And you can do it slow. You can do it slow with muscles, slow with strength, or slow and soft with flexibility, with ease, with relaxation. So it's just where do you put the focus and how do you do this movement. So If you come back into your down dog, and then inhale, bring your right leg high up, open up your hips here, and place your foot forward. So it can be outside of your hand. You can also do a different variety where you just bring your foot a little bit onto the mat and place your other hand forward. And then just arrive here. So here the difference now is just instead of having your foot outside of your right hand on this side, you can just bring it a little bit onto the mat. So it's less of a big stretch hip opening, more of a lunge situation. And relax here. If you like, twisting into your sides, maybe you want to pull in the foot behind you. So just playing around here, what you find. You can also go down on the ground, playing around a little bit. So this is a place where you can find a lot of things. You can walk your hands back into a runner stretch, bring them back forward, coming back into your down dog. So if you want to follow me, come back into your down dog and first arrive here. Letting go of everything you don't need. And then inhale, bring your left leg high up. You can open up your hips here and soften. See what can you let go of here. What you don't need, what can you find here with all the softness that you have. And then step your foot forward, again your choice. You can bring it outwards, you can also bring it onto your mat, just go out of your own way by maybe removing your hand to step your foot where your hand was before. And then just get here into your body. So you can arrive here, relax, check the situation, what's happening, how do I feel? What am I holding on to that I don't need? Maybe it's nice to let go a bit more. If you want, you can also bring your foot in from behind, hold on to it. So this is a really nice place. So as you see, you can make it something that is more strong, where you use your muscles, you engage them, you see, okay, what can I find here? From there you move. You can also make it something soft. Very slow. Very quiet. More of a stretchy situation where you walk your hands back, maybe going into a runner stretch. So, and then walk your hands forward again. Lift your knee off the ground. Bring your foot back into your down dog. And soften here. From here, walk yourself to the front of your mat and just hang here. And slowly come down into a squat. Use your hands to sit back. So this is something I really wanted to show you because it's a really cool place where you can find a lot of things. From, again, stretches, openings, strength, balance, all those things. So it's a movement that is really versatile, faceted, very complex in a way because you can find lots of things. And it's also very useful and I just like it a lot. You can do a lot out of it. And it's something that we know a lot. So they do this in a lot of movement classes or a lot of stretching classes. But what I feel like an aspect that often is missing a little bit is this focus on what you notice and all the things you can find outside of this one linear movement. And this is where the box gets really full because there's just so much to find. So again, always put some attention to what do you feel, what do you notice, which muscles do you use, which ones can you let go of. And if you repeat this more and more, you see that the answer to what I just asked can change all the time. So maybe use different muscles for another time, and which is nice because, for example, if you have sore muscles or an injury, you can still do the same movements, but just using other muscles, other body parts, which is amazing because it still allows you to do all the things. And yeah, that's why I love this specific movement very much, and plus all the benefits that you get there. But yes, just putting focus on which muscles do you actually use to do a movement is, for me, where it's key. So I hope this was helpful. And yeah, this is one of my small tricks from my box, which I find so very, very important. And yeah, I hope it is useful for you. Thank you very much.